Hello everyone, Rurikhan here, bringing you guys another Kast PGN edition. PGN as in Portugal Gaming News, the news that the website Portugal Gaming just gave me to go ahead and make the RPG program I told you guys about. And I'm going to be doing some of my own personal commentary and opinions on some of these news. Now, the first news they actually gave me is DuckTales Remastered is going to be coming out sometime this summer. It's going to be a game that is going to be available on the PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, and on whatever you call the Wii U thing. It's actually quite funny because as I was getting ready to make this video and make the RPG video as well, I've been downloading a couple of trailers, you know, the kind of stuff that I use for background footage and whatnot. As a matter of fact, you're probably looking at a trailer like right here somewhere. It's funny because I did remember that I did play this at a cousin's house a long time ago, the very original DuckTales game. I believe I even played it on a Commodore Amiga. You know, the Amigas, Commodore 60, Amiga 64, whatever the hell those computers were. Because at the time, I only really had a PC. I mean, I didn't even have anything. It was my parents had a computer, and every now and then I would go in there and fiddle around it a little bit. So I never really had an Amiga or anything like that. But I did play in my cousin's house. I played the Amiga, I played that game, the DuckTales, and I remember I had a lot of fun with it. And the very interesting thing that they did with the trailer, it really took me back, is the fact that the trailer is a sing-along trailer. And this I thought was genius. It's just a genius idea to go ahead and capitalize on people's nostalgia of the DuckTales series, because even if you haven't played the DuckTales games, you will still recognize the theme song, you know? It's like DuckTales, woo, do 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 do. You know, I just thought that was so. I mean, I know you guys can make fun of me right now, but I just thought it was so funny that when I was watching the trailer, I usually, when I'm, you know, just downloading trailers for usage in videos and whatnot, I usually don't watch them all the way. In this one, I download. I'm getting ready to download the trailer. I'm just checking it to make sure that everything's all right. It's got high resolution, all that stuff. And as I'm checking it, they start I see this thing that says on screen, sing along, and then they just start the DuckTales theme song, and I thought it was really cool. It really took me back a little bit because I was a fan of Uncle Scrooge. I really liked reading about Uncle Scrooge and, you know, the comics and all that stuff. I was kind of invested in that kind of stuff when I was younger. Now, obviously, right now, it's not something that I would go out and just, oh, I'm going to buy myself DuckTales, but it's definitely a game I would be curious to check out just to see how much of that nostalgia I would still get. I can't say I'm particularly interested in it because I usually don't get that much into platformers most of the time. But it was definitely funny seeing the trailer. It was it was really cool. Really cool. So yeah, DuckTales Remastered, if you got that itch to scratch of good old Scrooge McDuck. And, you know, just the whole cast of Disney characters from DuckTales. You can look forward to it in the next summer. Yeah, that was one of the news. That was pretty sweet. The other thing is that apparently it's been, well, not really leaked, but two of the collaborators from Sucker Punch have wrote in their resume that the it's not prediction, I'm sorry, I'm missing the right word. The projected release date for Infamous is still in 2013. Infamous Second Son, of course, the game that's going to be coming out for the PlayStation 4. And I'm interested. I'm actually interested in this particular game because I did play the original Infamous. I had a blast with it. One of the things that I still regret to this day is that I never replayed Infamous as the good guy, because the thing is, usually when I play these types of games where you have to do moral choices and whatnot, and that I knew from the start that there was going to be two distinct endings to the game, back in those days, you know, when I still wasn't as actively into the gaming industry as I am right now, I still always used to think about the whole thing, completing games in more ways than one, which basically meant that I would do one playthrough in a certain way, and then I would do another playthrough in a different way. The problem with it was that I couldn't really find the time after I finished the game as an evil character. I never really found the time to go back and finished it as a good character. And to be completely honest, that is the one reason why I never got into Infamous 2, is because I wanted to go back to Infamous 1, play it again as a good guy so that I then have a save to take to Infamous 2. But a friend of mine recently told me that it doesn't even have that much of an impact in the game, taking your save file over. So I might just hop into Infamous 2 and just play the good guy, which is what I usually tend to do, because I really, really liked Infamous. I really liked the open world aspect of it. I liked the morality choices, even though they didn't. I mean, they kind of spin the story a certain way, but there's also kind of a limited amount of consequence that there is with your moral choices and whatnot. You know, it doesn't branch out as much as I would like to, but I still really loved the gameplay experience. Sniping people with lightnings and whatnot was really, really fun. And I will most likely be playing through Infamous 2 off camera. Probably not going to record that because I got so many projects on my hands already that recording Infamous 2 on top of everything that I'm already playing would be just completely insane. But I really do like Infamous, and if you've never played Infamous, I would advise you to at least watch some trailers, watch someone's gameplay, you know, just get informed about what the Infamous universe is about and see if that's your kind of game. Infamous is basically a game where you play this character who is given special powers. I don't even remember exactly what the origin is of you getting special powers. It has something to do with a bomb that goes off in a city, and you're right at the center of the explosion, but you don't get hurt. And all of a sudden, you start noticing that you can shoot lightning, that you can do various things with lightning. You can absorb electricity. And it's with the main character of the first Infamous, the first and second one, actually, who is Cole. I don't remember his last name, Cole something. Cole is able to shoot lightning. It seems that on this one, Infamous the Second Son, it's actually going to be about fire. And as most of you guys should know by now, fire is definitely my favorite element. I really, really like fire. One would almost say that I'm a pyromaniac, but no, not really. I mean, I don't like setting fire to things. It's just out of all the elements, you know, in between lightning, water, you know, several elemental stuff that you would see in other games, my favorite element is always fire, because I like that element. It's just one of my personal preferences. Kind of like my favorite color is red, my favorite element is fire. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in that. I very much liked the gameplay in Infamous. It was really, really good. Combat was pretty solid. You would be shooting lightnings, doing all these crazy abilities. The traversal was also very solid. It's got a almost an Assassin's Creed-like style of traversal as you go through the city and whatnot. I especially liked these things that you could do on electric cables, which basically your character could slide through electric cables. It was really, really cool. It's almost like if you was surfing through electric cables. And what that allowed you to do in the game was actually, like, let's say you're running on top of a building, then you'll jump onto an electric cable. This is just Infamous 1, by the way. I'm not talking about 2 because I never played with 2. But after you jump off the building, you would get onto this electrical cable. Your character would start sliding down the cable really fast, and then the cable starts going a little bit up, so your character would gain some momentum and then do like a jump. And at the point that you jump, you could then use your hands, and looks like I finished the render. You could then use your hands to float a little bit in the air, so that would allow you to really traverse the map. Oops, Jesus Christ, making all kinds of noise here. Sorry about that. But then you would just like traverse the city really, really fast, and it would be really, really cool. I mean, I personally really liked the experience. I got really into Infamous, and I still plan on playing Infamous 2. Definitely going to play Infamous 2. And then I will most likely be checking out Infamous Second Son when the PlayStation 4 comes out, because as I told you guys already, I'm invested in the PlayStation universe. and most likely I'm going to be getting a PlayStation 4. I know that I might be sounding a little bit like a fanboy. I'm not really a fanboy of Sony. I mean, you guys probably have seen that when I did my video on what I thought about the announcement of the PlayStation 4, how I thought that it was done, that it wasn't done as good as it could have been done. So I don't really think I can be, how should I put this? I don't think I can be fingered as a, oh my God. I'm having such a difficult time finding words today. Fingered, really? I don't think I should be classified as a fanboy, because I mean, I just like the way, I like what Sony has done with the console so far, so I'm sticking with that console. So far it has served me well, but to be completely honest, I'm not a fanboy. Like, if all of a sudden Microsoft comes out and says, the Xbox does all these things, and I do my research and figure out it's actually better than the PlayStation, I don't know. I might be thinking twice, but up to this point, I'm still invested on the PlayStation. And I also have a Vita, which apparently is going to play really well with the PlayStation 4. So yeah. But anyways, Infamous Second Son coming out in 2013. Most likely, it's going to be a console launch game then, because the PlayStation 4 is only going to come out at the end of the year. So if the PlayStation 4 is going to come out at the end of the year, and Infamous Second Son is still coming out on 2013, most likely it is going to be a launch title, which has its advantages and disadvantages, because launch titles are usually the weakest titles that ever come in the console, because people haven't mastered the console yet. But on second thought, I mean, it's Infamous. It's going to be awesome. At least that's my way of looking at it. So the other news I have here is Square Enix is going to reveal, actually has already revealed, that Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2 are going to be getting an HD remaster for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita. Now, I'm not a particular fan of Final Fantasy. The Final Fantasy I spent the most time with was Final Fantasy VIII. And I really like that one because I like the concept of the gunblade. I really like the animations. I like the characters. I kind of dug Final Fantasy VIII. I played it for a long time. Didn't really finish it. But recently it actually went on sale a couple of, I want to say weeks, but maybe it was more than a month ago. It went on sale on the PSN store, and I bought it because it had crossplay, so I could play it either on the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation Vita. So I bought it. It was like, I don't know, €5 or something. It was really cheap. So I bought it for nostalgia, played it for a little bit. Haven't really gotten into it that much. But like I said, this is for Final Fantasy X. If you're into Final Fantasy X, maybe this HD remake, not really remake, this HD remaster is going to be right up your alley. This next Monday, apparently the first trailer is going to be released, as well as the launch date. Now, to be completely honest, I also have to think, do people really want to, I mean, assuming that you have finished it, would you want to go back and play it again? I don't know, because I mean, for instance, I want to play Final Fantasy VIII, but I never finished it. So I wonder if there's a lot of people like me who played Final Fantasy X and X-2, and they never really finished it, and now that it's coming out with an HD, maybe they'll go back and pick it up. I don't know. But either way, that's most likely going to be, I mean, I would assume something like this. I mean, if they're announcing it now, and if it's just a remaster to HD, I'd assume it's going to come out by the end of the year. Especially if it's going to be coming out for the PlayStation 3 and the Vita, it better come out this year, because otherwise people are going to be thinking about whether or not they should invest in it, considering that the PlayStation 4 is knocking on our door. Man, I even rhymed and everything. Sheesh, being a beast today. So apparently there's a rumor mill going on in regards to Call of Duty. There is a new title for the game that's being worked on by Infinity Ward. The title is apparently going to be Call of Duty Ghosts. You know what came to mind when they said Call of Duty Ghosts? The Ghostbusters. Can you imagine going through Call of Duty with the Ghostbusters gun and like hunting ghosts? And then you'd put the trap on the floor and whatever. You could have 4-player co-op. It would be amazing. No, in all honesty, I haven't really been into Call of Duty ever since I bought Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Because I didn't really, I don't know, I couldn't get into it. I tried playing it, couldn't get into it. Shooters are just not my thing. As a matter of fact, if you Google Call of Duty Rurikhan, you will most likely find one video of mine of me playing Call of Duty. It's terrible. I wouldn't advise you to go and watch it, but in reality, it really is up to you. There is one video on YouTube of me playing Call of Duty, and it's awful. It really is. But if you want to check that out, that's your prerogative. Go ahead, by all means, have fun with that. But apparently this particular game, Call of Duty Ghosts, is going to be officially announced on the 1st of May, if everything that I am saying now is confirmed. They also have a couple of new moves that they're going to give you that you're going to be able to do. They haven't really mentioned anything about the dolphin dive, but they say that you're going to be able to slide through the floor. You're going to be able to peek around corners and peek from cover and even roll on the floor when you're lying down. So yeah, I mean, whatever. It's a Call of Duty game. Everybody that's into Call of Duty is going to love it and going to buy it. Everyone that's not into Call of Duty, also known as me, is not going to buy it. So, I mean, I guess if you were into Call of Duty, get excited. There's a new one coming, as if you didn't know that already. So this next bit of news is something that, if it is revealed that it is actually true, which I believe it can be, is pretty much something that has pissed the living crap out of me. So basically, Don't Nod Entertainment revealed that it was actually pretty hard of them to find a publisher for their game, Remember Me, because it actually had a female protagonist. The main character is a female, and that apparently is a problem for certain publishers. According to the words of Jean Max Morris, certain publishers believe that successful games is the same as male protagonists. And this just drives me completely up the wall. It's like, I'm sorry, you guys are totally missing the point. It's all about the creative vision of the people that are actually creating the game. You can't just go ahead and, oh, look, yeah, your game's fine, but we want a male protagonist. It doesn't work like that. Publishers only need to look at the game and say, this is either a good product, this is not a good product. You can't go around and say, oh, I'm sorry, I don't like your product because it has a female protagonist. That pissed me off. It seriously pissed me off because it's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm sorry, if I'm making a game, all you got to do is, look, I'm interested in investing in your game. I'm not interested in investing in your game. I'm not interested in investing in your game because your main character is a female. Tomb Raider is doing fine for itself. The reason I got Tomb Raider is not because of its name. I didn't get Tomb Raider because of its name. I'll give you that much. As a matter of fact, I got Tomb Raider because it's as far away as it can possibly get from the previous versions of the game. And to be completely honest, this is ridiculous. I mean, I'm sorry. Apparently, it says here that some of the publishers even went as far as to suggest that he would change the character's sex in the mid of the as he's in the middle of the production of the game. And it's like, I'm sorry, what? You're actually telling someone who is apparently developing a story for a video game, he develops a story around a female protagonist, and you're like, if you could just go ahead and change that, I'm sure we could do just fine. No, I'm sorry, that's not okay. It's not okay that publishers are trying to dictate the creative vision of these studios. And I'm glad that they actually struggled through until they found a publisher that would actually publish their game, which apparently is Capcom, which just means the game is going to have a crap ton of DLC in all honesty, but it's better than corrupting the creative vision. In all honesty, I don't know if that is going to be the case or not, but this is just a bit of news that completely pissed me off. I mean, it's just, I'm sorry, but publishers these days are definitely a problem. And I know we have we have Kickstarter, but Kickstarter isn't really the end-all be-all solution as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I think a lot of people are actually abusing Quickstarter. Jesus, what is it with me, Quickstarter? I think a lot of people are actually abusing Kickstarter at this point. There's a lot of people that really didn't need to be on Kickstarter, and they just go there anyways. And I don't know. I mean, it's pretty much since the whole Double Fine thing, everybody and their mother goes to Kickstarter to do a project. It's like everyone is going there. That's pretty much what's happening. And I don't think that is the solution. I think the solution for a lot of games still needs to be the publishers themselves. It's still, I know, a traditional solution. But I mean, when publishers start doing this kind of thing, because apparently, according to what it says here, it wasn't one publisher that suggested this. I mean, it was more than one. So, I mean, several publishers said you should have a male protagonist in your game. Why? Why does it have to be a male? I mean, I know I like playing games like God of War, where I play as Kratos, and when I play a game that I can choose the gender, I usually pick male, but that's simply because I am a male video gamer. But I mean, that doesn't take me away from when I'm playing games where the main character is a female. I mean, look at Gravity Rush. That's an action title. The main character is a female. I mean, what's the problem? I love Gravity Rush. Gravity Rush is an amazing game. Look at Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider is another amazing game. I've got no problems with Tomb Raider, and I don't think anybody has problems with Tomb Raider and the fact that the main character is a female protagonist. I mean, really, where's gaming coming to at this point? Where publishers are like, yeah, you're going to need to go ahead and get yourself a male character. Kind of the same way that the BioShock Infinite thing, if you guys remember that, BioShock Infinite went a specific way with their box art in order to try and get more sales. So the main box art is a dude that's holding a shotgun. Whatever. I'm not planning on buying BioShock right now, but the main box art is a dude with a shotgun, and then they made a reversible box art, which was, I believe, her name is Alice, the main character in BioShock, not the main character, the girl in BioShock Infinite that has all the powers and all this stuff. I mean, I'm sorry, is it Alice, her name? I'm not sure, but what is the problem with the cover of the game being the female picture? I mean, really, what's the problem? What's wrong with people these days? Is this what gaming is coming to? It's like, oh, we need to have this. I mean, big burly dude on the box art. I mean, male protagonist for the action game so that we can punch him, and for whatever reason, it doesn't even make any sense. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous. So the other bit of news that we have is that apparently The Last of Us is already available for pre-purchase in Portugal. And if it's available in pre-purchase, if it's available for pre-purchase in Portugal, it's probably going to be available. It's probably going to be available everywhere else. Once something is available in Portugal, if it's not available everywhere else, your country's doing it wrong. So apparently the pre-order is already available, and if you pre-order The Last of Us in Portugal, you're going to be given a code to download Infamous Festival of Blood, among other additional contents for the game itself. I'd assume this is also valid for other regions. I mean, maybe a little bit of stuff changes here and there, depending on whether you pre-order through GameStop, Best Buy, Target. You guys know the usual deal. But yeah, it's I'm most likely I will be doing the pre-purchase thing because, like I said, The Last of Us is one of those games that I'm just going to buy regardless of what's going to happen. And not only I'm going to buy it, I'm going to play it all the way in my channel as well. So you guys can look forward to that. And according to the Naughty Dog team, they say they're basically promising that this game is going to mark this generation. Well, I'm just excited for The Last of Us. I mean, I don't have to tell you guys how excited I am for that game, and especially because today I actually ran across a retweet from PlayStation where someone was saying that they really liked the fact that Last of Us focused heavily on exploration. You guys know me. I love exploring. Call me Indiana Jones, but I love exploring. I'm not sure those are entirely related, but anyways, I'm looking forward to Last of Us. I've also heard a couple of tidbits on the story that has a couple of twists, which are pretty interesting, but I really am trying to do kind of like a media blackout on it because I want to have a couple of surprises when I actually play the game. But I might be doing a Conscast dedicated exclusively to The Last of Us to further talk about this title and what's getting me so excited about it. But yeah, those are the news that I had for you guys today. As usual, leave me your feedback, commentary, all that kinds of good stuff in the comment section below. There's going to be links in the description if you want to watch the summary version of this in Portuguese. There's going to be a link in the description for the channel where you can go to watch that. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.